Alright. So the first thing we have is we have Commander Chakotay and we have a Commander Riker and a first contact uniform body. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to grab a thin steak knife. One of these type things. Now you can use a razor blade knife. I don't. I personally don't. Oh, I better not look that at me. It'll go right in. Someone will have to call the hospital for this. Alright. Now I'm going to show you how I do this. Now again, everyone has their own different methods. I'm not telling you exactly how to do this, and this is you have to do it this way. This is just how I do it. So, alright. Now, how I do it is in every action figure thing, there's always like an air bubble at the bottom. Okay? And you can always see it there. What this does is this gives you a little bit of leeway. Okay? Now you have to be smart about doing this or you can fuck up your box. Okay? It's very easy to fuck it up. Okay? But again, if you fuck it up, it's always fixable, so again, not a big deal. Now how you're going to do this is you're going to come in and then you're going to just kind of lift up. So, I wish I could get better view on this, but see, I'm just slightly going over. I'm using the kind of razor blade type feel of this. And notice how I'm going all the way in here. I'm using the knife to keep both of the plastic. See that? And so as I keep going and I'm cutting it slowly, it's not ripping the plastic much. All it's doing is it's not ripping the plastic at all. It's just cutting the plastic from the cardboard. So it's giving the illusion that nothing's being ripped. Because what you're going to do later on is you're going to take some either epoxy or what you can also use is a glue gun. That's something that I've gotten Mona for Christmas, in which we use that for our Christmas decorations. And glue guns work really good for this, but I used to use epoxy. See how I'm already up to here? Continuing to go. Epoxy works well in a crunch. Glue guns work a lot better for this, and they also dry a lot quicker. But you have to know what you're doing. So I would start off with epoxy, and then work your way up to glue gun once you know what you're doing. Because again, glue guns dry very quick, and you could mess it up. And you don't want to. You want to keep the top sealed. So you want to go up to about here and then stop. Now see this? Again. Gives the illusion that it's not even torn. See how I did that? Now we're going to do the same thing with this side. Again, I'm going to go a little faster. I'm not going to have you guys stare at me the whole time. Because as much as I'm sure you guys like seeing me do that, I'm going to save you guys a little bit of time. But yeah, this is one of those things where it's like it took me a while to figure this out because I've been doing this since I'd say probably early 2000s, and I had to figure all this stuff out on my own. Now it's a simple matter of YouTube search, watch someone do it, and you're like, oh, okay, now I got it. Now it's easy. Back then I had to figure all this stuff out on my own, and I really love customizing action figures. So it's like for me, it's like I always wondered, why didn't they make this figure? Oh, screw it, I'll make it myself. Oh, why didn't they make this figure? Oh, screw it, I'll make the box. I'll do this. I love customizing figures. It's a way to kind of ease stress. It's not quite the same as drawing, but it's almost as creative and fun. Okay, so we got this, and again, when you close the box, because again, you put epoxy or glue, you put them there, you open it up, you put the stuff there, you close it, you seal it, you're good to go. And when you put it properly, you won't be able to tell that it's done there. Now, I don't have any epoxy on hand right now. Don't have any my Mona's glue guns put away in the storage, so I'm not going to go break that out. But you guys see the point. You see how close you know, when you do it properly, you can reseal the package, and it gives the illusion that it's a mint-in-box figure. And again, I'll show you when I'm done with the action figures. But you can now open this up, take it out, and boom. Again, package perfect. So, what we do with this Chakotay figure, since we have him to do with what we want, we have these things right here. And again, you can take your card, take it out, re-Photoshop something, put it there, which I've done for my other action figures. I put something there, that would be appropriate for the First Contact uniform version of Chakotay. There's a lot of fan pictures out there that do that. But put it there and, put something that would be appropriate. But, okay, now what we're going to do, and I will I will take you with me on this journey. Let me put my other Commander Riker figure there. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to my cupboard, and we're going to grab, actually let me grab a coffee cup. Is there any down there? I got to go to my dishwasher. Yep, I can grab the kitty thing. Oh, I'm going to use my Panda cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a little bit of, usually I want to use boiling water, but I am going to use my coffee. It's going to brew. Now I drink tons of coffee, so I mean as you can tell. So I letting my coffee maker do the thing for me. Now you can boil water or you can use a coffee brewer, it doesn't really matter. The whole point is you want to get super duper hot water here. You want this water to be so hot because what you're going to do is you're going to use water that's going to let these action figures sit. In fact, pour a little bit of this water out. Because when you set your action figures in there, it's going to loosen them up. And I'll show you. Okay. Here is both of these action figures. We're going to take them, we're going to put them in there. We're going to let them set for a minute. Now the reason why you're going to do this is because the whole point of making this customized figure is you're going to swap the heads out. The heads themselves are too hard plastic. And so what you're going to do is you're going to let them set for a bit. And then you're just going to pop the heads off. And that's all it is just popping the heads off, and then it's easy to go. And then what you're going to do, well, I'll show you here in a second. Forgive me, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Move this over here so no water splashes on any of the plastic and ruins it. Alright. Let's see if this is loose enough yet. There we go. For that. And we'll do the same thing with Riker. There we go. And as you can see, some water pops out again. So water will pour out. So let me go grab a towel real quick. I will be right back. And I will also grab a little toenail clippers. Go on, Scrappy. Okay. Sorry, I was talking to my dog there. He gets scared whenever something large walks through the house, even if it's me. Greatest guard dog ever, right? Okay. Now what we're going to do, and this is the best way I found, and I work this way. How the head goes, make sure all the water's out of there before I put it above my computer. This is the way the inside of the action figure is. It's very simple. This is the way the heads are. So it's very simple to put in there. However, for me, it's always kind of a pain to get this to fit in here. So what I do, and this is just me, I always kind of cut to make it kind of slit here and slit here, so then it's very easy to, and then I soak it in the water again, and then I can just slip in, and I make it very easy. So I will show you exactly what I'm talking about here, and I'm using toenail clippers because this is very easier than using like a razor or a knife, and you get the desired effect pretty easy, and I'll show you. Just don't tell Mona I use her toenail clippers. But put it back in the water for a second, let it get a little bit loose, and then dry it a little bit so it doesn't get water inside here, and then see how it is now. And then put it in, kind of turn his head. Keep twisting until it finally goes in. And then once it dries, you will have a Chakotay head that is perfectly matched into the First Contact uniform. And since it was a Commander Riker's body, it has the proper rank that you need, the command uniform that you want for a Commander Chakotay body, and everything you need for a Starfleet officer that's ready to kick Janeway out of the chair and steal the USS Voyager. So, what we are going to do now, folks, is we are going to move all these extra things out of the way. I'm going to move my towel here. And here is the figure being reinserted back into, or well, not back into, but being inserted into thing. And then lift it back up into the box. And again, like I said, if you want to do a Photoshop for this, you know, anything you want to do, printer out, that's fairly easy. I don't think I need to go into that. Grab your glue gun or epoxy, lift up here, you know, put it there, there, you know, the seals, and then simply put it down, go grab a book or something, set it on top, and then wait 5 minutes. When you come back, you have a Mint in Box Commander Riker or Commander Chakotay custom action figure. So, and honestly, it is so easy to do, and they make great gifts. It's a lot of fun, man. I've been doing them for years, and I give them away as Christmas presents whenever someone says, "Oh man, this, you know, so and so is my favorite character." So, you know, I love this, I love this, I love this. I'm like, I know exactly what to do for you. The action figures themselves are fairly cheap on eBay. They're fairly cheap. You know, if you look, if you search hard enough, you can find the right price for them. Go to eBay, search for the right carded figure, and then go and buy. You know, type in Star Trek loose figures, and you'll be able to find the rest of them. And those ones, I've got literally 300 action figures that I'm just sitting on that I never touch, and it's all because I type in Star Trek loose action figures. But I mean, it's those things where it's like, you know, you do stuff like that, and you know how to find bargains, and it's so easy to do. But I hope that answers your question, and I hope you guys found that a little bit educational. But anyway, enough of me. Keep on geeking on, guys. I hope you guys had a good time watching the video. So be safe, and yeah, keep on geeking on.